Start again. Hello everyone, it's Real Furt Carter, otherwise known as Grumble Bricks. Yep, I'm two people. I've got Swift Sneak. I've got all the good shit, but whilst this is the same seed I play on, this is an older version of the save where I had friends who helped me with stuff, and we didn't record much of it. And then it died for various reasons. So now what I'm going to show you is my old base. How things used to look many years ago. Oh my god, we made so much progress in this world. So this is the same seed that I've been streaming on, and yes, we used glow lichen to spawn proof the Nether network, which I think was a very good idea. Little campfires to break the boats. Oh, it doesn't work anymore. Oh no. Oh, because they changed the fire damage thing, didn't they? That's quite irritating. Oh well. Anyway, regardless, let's go back home. I do miss the stuff that I built on this world. But yeah, this is like a little world tour of what I'm capable of, you know. And I didn't record all of my progress on this, and I did spend many hours on it with my friends. A lot of time, more time than I've been streaming at the moment. This is the Nether Hub. It was called the Cosmic Causeway or something like that, and it was my idea to have it look like a kind of portal between dimensions. So I went for a fantasy theme. My sister's base is that way, which is the nearest portal to me. Jay's base is that way. He lived in a mushroom place. I don't know what's that way. I think that's just spawn. But yeah, I'll go back to my sister's base. Oh wait, we also had... What else did we have going on? We have our Netherite mining facility down here. That's basically it. Is we just had a big tube going down to Netherite level. It was a lot of fun though. And so actually, this is the spawn portal, isn't it? So I'll just use this one. Okay. And we had, I brought some mushrooms. So now we're at spawn. Same spawn, beds in the tent mode. You see, I made it so other people could come on the world. I did lose my first pickaxe though. My friend Fritz built a tower there. I never built a castle on this part of the world. And then I didn't have a house. There's no base here, but I did deforest it with someone. This is my sister's base that she built. But she quit because somebody came on and griefed her world, griefed her stuff, and she got so pissed off about it she left, and it kind of ruined it for her that there was other people on the world. Yeah, that's okay. That's finished now. And you know, came and went. She had a pretty cool base. Not gonna lie. I do wish she could come back on this world, but like when I started the seed again, she doesn't like playing the same seed twice, whereas I don't mind it. It feels like a different seed because of the amount of different stuff, and like there's an ancient city underneath every single one of these things. Anyway, I'm about to show you the cool thing. Are you ready to clip? Are you prepared? Are you mentally prepared to clip, guys? We're gonna clip whilst we're YouTubing. We're going to YouTube and clip at the same time. Look at this place. It's ridiculous. This is what it looks like when you light it up. It's obscene. I sure hope he left a bed in his house. This is that there is the first structure made on this world as well. Oh, that pig thing always spooks me. Oh, this is Fritz's house. Fritz is a good friend of mine. Member of Biogram, which is like Instagram's Bionicle fan community. Do recommend. I feel dead bad that like he lost his progress here because the server just went to shit. But we're recording it here. I'm not a good server admin. I'm better at playing on my own. And, you know, he's never going to use this bed again, so it's time for me to piss the bed now, Fritz. I've peed on the bed. Yeah, so his tower is beautiful. It's just... It's very 2012, the way he's designed it. And then look, it goes out onto the surface up here. Isn't it brilliant? So yeah. I'm going to show you guys now my base. Which, I hope you don't mind, I think is the best base. This is my base. The beginnings of Carter's Clockwork Cathedral. Which is what I was going for. I remember this being grander and bigger and beefier. Isn't that funny how that works? But yeah, we have warped wood on the underside. A large bridge that kind of goes nowhere. That's the issue with this, is that the bridge doesn't really have a reason to bridge between these two places. We blew that part of the mountain range up because we're going to build a storage system there. You can hear water inside the bridge. There's a very good reason for that. For the whole bridge is filled with redstone. So our kelp farm, melon farm, pumpkin farm and honey farms all feed into this storage system, which at the moment is just a double chest. And it's just a double chest because, well, we quit the world, didn't we? We quit for a few months. And we have this little building up here. I built the mountain around this. We're going to build a nether portal in here. And then here we have our flying machine, but we don't actually need to get into it that way because guess what we've got? As well as the statue of the warden we built on like the first stream that I ever did on Twitch. We've got this. Is it still here? It is still here. The invisible bubble column. Yes. I was going to use this for a spaceship. Oh. Yeah, so there we go. And this is our steampunk... Whee! Steampunk airship. I love it. I've also got like God mode gear on this world. I've got... Look at that. Respiration isn't brilliant on that one, but look. Just made this on here. Yeah. How you do that is you get a soul sand. So to get an invisible bubble elevator, you need to get just a regular bubble vator, but then you place powdered snow in the bubbles, and then you pour water on top of the powdered snow, and then it brings the bubble tube up a bit more, and then you put powdered snow in the water at the top of the water, and then you put water on top of the powdered snow, and it breaks it, and it keeps the bubbles, but it gets rid of the powdered snow and the water. It's weird. But yeah, we had pretty much everything in this world. And that's my sister's territory there as well. It was cool. It was cool. We had a lot of cool stuff. And this is my steampunk airship, which I never finished, but I never finished anything on this world, so it doesn't really make much difference to say I never finished it. Anyway, we've got this. Decorated with sculk stuff as well. I do like that design. We've got pretty decent villagers in here. The statue of the owl. If I stand here for long enough, take my shield out of my inventory so it's easier to see, you will see an item fire out through that left tube. There goes one, yeah. So basically items have more momentum than the player, and it will drop down there, goes into the storage system. So there's a big auto farm at the base of my mountain, and that fires items up. And they come up and they actually fly up like 7 blocks into the air, whereas a player will fly up 6 blocks, well 5 or 6, and just bump into that iron bar and get stuck. So the item transport is also the player transport. I do really like the aesthetic of this base actually. I might have to do something like this, but like on that other mountain, because I don't want to build on this mountain again because I've done it before, you see. Which is why, even though I'm using the same seed for Twitch, I've got I've moved somewhere else. I had so much stuff. See if this is still safe. Yep, seems like it is. This is my base. probably better to show it you from the outside. Oh, this is my automatic theme tune. So every one of my bases in this world had a theme tune. And that's just basically a machine that just constantly plays the same music disc over and over again. This is where I was reforesting the bit I had deforested. And I was raising the land here. I had this rickety bridge. So here you step on the things, and we were working on breaking this aquifer apart and connecting the ancient cities. We have a rail network. Now the rail network just goes to my sister's house, but it's quite cool that it crosses this aquifer. I quite like that. Yeah, but one of the last things I did on this world was try to remove that aquifer basically, so you could go straight to the ancient cities. This is an early version of the aesthetic that I'm now going for the rest of the base. You see, the little house kind of doesn't make sense on a mountain. It was an early idea, and it's going to look better when we redo it. This is the gateway. I do love that door. And we're going to have some stuff going on up here as well to the hall. So we're going to build our castle up here in this version. It didn't look that great, to be honest. Anyway, in here we've got, it's probably better to go in this way. We had like this ancient temple feeling. And this is all mob proof. But only just. You come down here, and then we've got the creeper face. We've got the villagers that we traded with. Podzol and Mud Forest. Different attempts. You see here the item elevator. And that runs multiple items into multiple farms. We've got melon pumpkins from the melon pumpkin farm. We'll come across here. We got fired across with water. I'm going to kind of wait until I see one because it's always fun to look at. Feel free to take as many clips as you want of this stuff, depending on what you think is cool. Kind of bored away now. I thought the farm was faster than this, to be honest. But yeah, I want to have lots of stuff like this in the castle as well. Yeah, I'm bored now. Okay, so you come down here, we have the train station set up, and basically what you want to do is you press that, you get your minecart, and then you decide which way you want to go. So I want to go this way for now, and it releases me through here. I've not done anything back there yet. And it puts you back into the main area. Oh, and campfires don't destroy minecarts anymore. Okay, we'll have to change this design. But that way just takes me to my sister's base. I've shown you that before. This is my bee farm as well. Crop farm stopped working. That was very frustrating when that stopped working. And we got the bee farm here. And I think the way into the bee farm was... where was it? It's here. So what basically happens is there's just water flowing over it, and you see there's trapdoors and fence gates. They stop. Actually, the bees are getting stuck. That's unfortunate. Okay, that needs to be redesigned when I redo it on this other world. But yeah, when one of the things is full enough, or when you step on that, and you see the stuff gets poured through, goes down, and that's going to go into the main storage now. That didn't work as planned. Let's see if we can beat it there. Probably definitely can't. See if we can see an item go up. I don't know if one went then. It's hard to tell. Yeah, and people were donating us items to us as well, which was really nice. But it did mean that I wasn't entirely sure if all the progress I made was mine, like with gathering resources. And that's what another reason why I kind of like single player stuff. This diverts, changes the water streams so you can gather the pumpkins and melons in different ways. So here's pumpkin and melon farm, very basic. Just has the water flowing behind the pistons. Whenever one grows, it gets broken. Doesn't seem to work all the time because of chunk loading. Fine by me. And here we have this large area where we've put frogs and stuff, and we did have crop farms up here. I'm glad I don't live on this world anymore because there's things I would want to change, and it's a lot of effort to tear them out. Oh, when my friend Mary raided the stream, before we quit this world actually, we made Cheeseman, because people were giving me challenges to build stuff out of blocks, and somebody said make a yellow Cheeseman, so I did. This is Wiggly Cheeseman, and he contains the yellow blocks. This is our original streaming storage area, so whenever I was building something fun, we'd come over here. We get different colours of fun blocks. And then we've got the Neverwood farm there. We were making a skylight into this place as well. So it's kind of like, it's all over the place, and I did like it, and I also really like that Silk Touch. Can I place that back on? Do those still work? Oh, thank God. Yeah, so you can make like decorative crystal thingies. And I really like doing this, like, so the warped nylium and the warped stuff on the edges so you don't see the red. You can see a bit of red there. But yeah, we had like this, the crystal forest, which I'm going to rebuild somewhere. I don't know where. Maybe above the ancient city. It was really cool. And we had the original lava farm. This is very important. I'll show you what that does in a minute. The lava farm here. And we've got the moss farm. It's not very efficient, but it's my own design and I like it. Basically generates the moss. The moss then goes through into a storage system here. And if you do this, it's actually picking them up. If the lights are off, it locks the storage. And then the items just go straight into this bone mealificator area. This is an extra overflow. And then every time it fires that, it fires the bone meal in. The bone meal goes in and it goes around. Switch it on to show you. And it breaks the stuff. As you can see, it's very slow. And I actually think it's run out of bone meal. Nope, it did one. See, here comes some of the moss. It takes a while to warm up. And you'll see bone meal dropping out of the pipe. So that's the bone meal that's been generated. And there's also this machine here, which is very fun. I love this a lot. Where is it? The moss cannon. You switch that on, and that removes that block there, that copper block there, which means the moss can then go up onto the scaffold, go through the string and trigger the slime block launcher. So it just fires the moss basically into the middle of nowhere. There's no reason for it. It's just I thought it was funny. So it fires the moss over here. But not all of it, just some of it. I just really like the idea of being able to fire items across my base like that. I am going to use something similar to that in the Clockwork Castle. Because it's very satisfying. As is having frogs living with me. But yeah, this base is a total mess, come to think of it, the more I look at it. It's nice though. I like the industrial theme. What else do I want to show you? One more thing. Probably best to set my spawn before I do this next bit. We were working on an ancient city. We actually lit up quite a significant portion of it. It was hard work. But we did get it done. And that's where my sister fell into the ancient city at one point. And I think there's actually a Shrieker over there though. This I can see. But yeah, these things are really creepy. The temptation to just fly around inside it is immense, but I'm not going to. But yeah, it's weird because I put a lot of time into this world. But strangely, I didn't seem to get much done. It was kind of like just doing a bit of everything for a long time. It's like big lava lakes of diamond deposits over there as well. But yeah, we had a froglight farm. We had loads of stuff. And this is the sub cave. So it's the cave underneath the cave. It was a lot of fun. We're nearly there now. I forgot how much of a drop it is to get to the ancient cities. Like, it's such a distance to fall. Yeah, and this is a 14 wide space because we're going to have a flying machine that chopped down some stuff here. Yeah, we had lots of different architectural styles going on. Looking back, they didn't all work together. I do love the automatic music disc thing though. And this too. Oh, didn't quite do that right. There you go, now get in here. Go through the tube, and then here we can get out on this floor where I was working on. Oh, I've got a mob farm actually as well. Let's show you guys. Same mob farm that I've been building on Twitch, but this one's in a frosty area. And here we have a skeleton. I can't remember what he's called. Mr. Skelly. Okay, Mr. Skelly lives in there. Mr. Skelly will shoot at me now. Mobs should at some point come down. Yeah, so Mr. Skelly basically just shoots the mobs that drop down. So they're all on half a heart. And then the music discs come out the creepers. You get quite a lot. You get quite a lot quite quick. So that's that. And then over here we had an enchanting setup. Built a little lake here, which I thought was quite cool. And we had a secret door, which I've since broken, and some other stuff going on. Just rare things that I wanted to keep to myself. And yeah, we were building the mob farm, and the mob farm was so big it started coming out the side of the mountain here. So it wasn't ideal. And you can kind of orient where everything is. So you look where the bridge is there, and we're gonna have the big base in this bit. So yeah, I don't know if you'll actually be able to see any items come out of the main farms, the item streams, but basically everything just connected together really nice in this world. It really worked. I want to see what I did with the village. I skulkified some of the village. I was starting to plant mangrove, I remember now. And I'll show you guys. This is basically an old save of the same world, so you'll see I had the same thing going on. I did have a pumpkin farm there at some point. This is what happened to my original little base. And then that leads to an ancient city as well, it's the same one. And there's the same stuff. See, same things from the stream world. But we did things a little differently. And this is why we've abandoned this area on the stream world, because I loved the save file so much. I did keep the version of it before other people joined, so I know all of my success is my own. But like, we did a lot of terraforming in this village, and I don't regret doing that, but it didn't look right when it was finished. And like, that temple is a bit too small on the mountain. And I'm in the mood for castles now, so I'm glad I'm having that little extra chance to rebuild again on the same seed. So I don't think there's anything wrong with that, because it's such a nice seed. It was a shame not to. So we had a river going. We made a river going all the way from the mountain down under here, and it goes under this house. So we replaced the roof with copper for reasons unknown even to me. And then basically there's this thing here, and it goes down into the river, and there's the spider spawner. I don't think we ever did anything interesting with it. We just kind of had a cactus thing, so they get stuck against the cactus and die. That was good for string in the early game. But now, obviously we didn't know about the quad spider spawner last time we played on this seed. We had no idea. And we were like extending the villager houses and stuff. It looked cool, and we had an auto crop farm, and that guy didn't die in that version. Did a lot of stuff. Does feel odd. Does feel really odd, like being back on this old version. I'm gonna just take a picture of this.